What's good with you guys? Your boy Devil here, and I'm back with another reaction video. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be checking out 10 of the worst Triple H WWE wrestler rehires by WrestleMania. The link to the original video will be in the description down below. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new, because we're on the road to 500 subscribers. So each one of those helps us get one step closer to our goal. Be sure to go follow the Twitch as well. We're on the road to 20 followers over there. That's in the... That's if you go to my channel, you'll see it's one of the links. Follow me on Twitter as well. That's also one of the links. So yeah. But let's get straight into the vid. Hold on. Just make sure that we're good there. Alright. Bet.
Triple H took over WWE Creative a number of years ago. One of his first acts of business was rehiring virtually any name that Vince McMahon mishandled. From former NXT champions to names that never got a fair shot on the main roster, the game was eager to give these names a second chance. While some of these rehires have worked extremely well, as take for instance CM Punk is the WWE's top star and currently WWE champion, and is even a close personal associate of Triple H, and the same could also be said for names such as Chelsea Green, these are anomalies. Unfortunately, 90% of the rehires have completely failed. The majority of them are no longer employed with WWE in any capacity. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 of the worst Triple H rehires in WWE. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on a new Facebook page. Number 10, Emma. Wait, Emma had another run with WWE? Well, that's right, in 2022, Triple H brought Emma back into the mix, and her run started off well as she returned to face Ronda Rousey in what was easily the biggest match of her entire career.
I remember that. I remember they brought her back, bro. How long did she even last? It wasn't very long, bro. Like, they got rid of her pretty quickly. Yeah, bro, yeah.
But sadly, this was the only highlight of Emma's return, as she was booked to do absolutely nothing during a return to the main roster. In fact, Emma barely won any matches, and the matches she did win were on WWE main event. Just like the majority of names on this list, Emma was brought back because the game liked her, but he didn't have any concrete plans in place for her on the main roster. Just like when Vince McMahon brought talent up from NXT with zero plans in place for talent, the exact same formula was used for Triple H and his rehires, and this is why so many of them flop so hard. Number 9.
And it's crazy because when Vince was in charge, bro, NXT had talent, man. When Triple H was running NXT, they had talent. Not saying that they don't have any talent now, but I mean, think about the names. I mean, Adam Cole, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor. Not even just Adam Cole, the Undisputed Era. That NXT Black and Gold, they was running shit. They was running shit for sure.
Top Dollar. The WWE's call to bring back all the members of Hit Row was an interesting move in 2022. The reason that this was interesting was because their former leader Swerve Strickland was now in AEW, and to say that he was a standout member of the faction would be an understatement. Fans questioned why the group were back, and it later surfaced that this was a priority rehire for the game, which makes the call to do absolutely nothing with them even more baffling. Their run as a faction lasted just over a year before WWE unceremoniously fired Top Dollar, leading the group into a state of flux. We never got any concrete information explaining why Dollar had been released, yet he found moderate success in TNA, and who knows, one day he may return to the company again. Ashante Adonis stayed around WWE for a number of years, and it came as a shock when he was eventually released. His fans had no idea.
Y'all remember that little remember Ashanti? What was I don't know what that storyline was. He just a snow bunny hunter or some shit. I don't know what the hell they had him doing, but hey, respect, bro, respect.
He was still even with the company. Adonis now finds himself signed with AEW. As for B-Fab, she still remains active in WWE, and she's currently in a villainous stable led by Jade Cargill. And to her credit, she continues to evolve and get better in the squared circle.
She does.
Number 8,
really does.
AOP.
Nobody talks about that, but she really does.
The return of AOP should have been a major success. The duo improved dramatically during their last run on the main roster, and the run alongside Seth Rollins was incredibly underrated. The duo returning was a logical fit as the tag division needed all the help it could, and Triple H
Facts.
previously
Facts.
mastered their presentation during their run in NXT. The duo would return in a faction known as the Final Testament. This was a stable with Karrion Kross, and to say that the stable flopped.
Yeah. Definitely flopped. Most certainly flopped. Which is crazy because it's like, Carrion's not bad. You know, AOP, I mean, people were behind them during their first run. And then you obviously got Scarlett there, you know what I'm saying? She brings the aura to the group type shit.
Would be an understatement. The fans just didn't care about the group, and they weren't given any reason to invest what the group were actually doing on television. AOP's ring time was vastly reduced during this period, and it almost looked like both were completely checked out during their matches. Sadly, the two would be released early last year. In relation to why, it was claimed by Reza during an interview with Ariel Helwani that a backstage altercation with a Wyatt Six member led to the release. Yeah, there was an incident, very unprofessional from one of those guys. I don't know their names. I don't want to go into it too deeply, but there was an incident at one of the holiday tours that we did. Somebody tried to switch up the match during the match, and that's just a no-go for me, especially if you've just been in the company for a little bit and we were already there for a long time. You know, you don't do that. This incident must have been notable, as there haven't been any rumblings of a return for the duo. Number 7, Sarah Logan. WWE brought back Sarah Logan to be an utter joke of a character on television. Logan initially returned as their established Sarah Logan persona before WWE took a huge detour and decided to re-debut her as Valhalla. This character was openly mocked on television, and it received zero reaction as it was so utterly ridiculous. Perhaps there was only one standout moment for Valhalla, and that was during the Royal Rumble when R-Truth mistakenly entered during her position. There was no way that Triple H seriously expected a character of this nature to get over in the modern era. Naturally, Logan would be released yet again in the summer of 2025, making a return to the company a complete waste of time.
Facts.
Number 6, Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano could have been a main event player for Triple H.
Man. That NXT Gargano, man. With the Rebel Heart. And now they just got this nigga planking, bro. Like, I don't even know if that's just gonna lead to anything. They literally just have bro planking every week. Mad that or sad that Tommaso left, but like that's not gonna lead to anything. Hey, Gargano was one of the ones though, bro, and I think he still can be. It's just gonna be hard to get people to get behind him again. Well, it's not gonna be hard, but you just gotta work for it. Cause I mean, you just got this dude planking like all the time, bro. Like they need to find something. I don't know, send him back down to NXT. I don't know what you gotta do, but fumbling, bro. Fumbling.
When Triple H ran NXT, Gargano was his ace. He was his top babyface act, and Triple H literally made him the brand's version of John Cena. They started off well for Gargano on the main roster, as he would be presented as a big deal upon his return to the company. And for a while, it looked like WWE was going to make DIY the faces of the tag team division. Unfortunately, when Gargano's partner Tommaso Ciampa left the company, this left former NXT champion in a state of flux, and he has yet to recover. Gargano's current gimmick is that he's sleeping and resting on a crate backstage. This gimmick sounds insane, and fans are in total disbelief that this is still going on, as it's been taking place for months on end. Literally about 6-7 months now. Gargano.
And okay, he said 6-7, bro. Like those numbers are just you just can't escape those two numbers, bro. But yeah, it's been going on for way too long, bro. Like, get him in the ring. Get him back to that NXT Gargano. The United States division they could use him, but it's like they don't really like technically need him. But yeah, they could definitely use him. I mean, Baron Corbin as champ don't move nobody, bro. This is no disrespect to him, but you can't sit up here and tell me that you'd rather see Baron Corbin as the United States champion over Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, like, you know what I mean, Ilya, even though he's gone now, and even Gargano, bro. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Gargano and Carmelo Hayes would have a crazy good, like, you could do like a little best of series. Just do something like that. Just have Gargano and Carmelo Hayes do like a best of 7 series or something. Like, just do something, bro. Cause then Melo gets on TV, some more, gets to continue to get himself over, even though he's not really been able to reap the rewards of getting himself over. And then you're gonna have a good match quality because we know what Johnny Gargano can do, and we know what Carmelo Hayes can do. Just something, bro. Like, just something, bro.
Hasn't had a singles match on
Shawn
the main
Michaels'
roster
boy
in any capacity since
Triple H's
March,
boy.
meaning that
You know what
WWE
I'm
are
saying?
wasting one of the most skilled in-ring workers. And
Yeah.
there is hope that WWE will turn this great sleeping angle into a huge twist, where Gargano snaps out of it like zombie Linda McMahon and wins championship gold. Yet it seems
I'm
extremely
hoping for
unlikely
that.
at this stage.
Yeah, it
Number
is,
5,
yeah.
the Good Brothers. Now, what in the hell was the point of WWE bringing back Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson? The main
Facts.
purpose of their return was to reunite them with AJ Styles, yet this didn't do anything of note, and the duo were then in a state of limbo for months on end. The talented tag team were moved to NXT and SmackDown, yet this did a little to justify their existence on the roster. It's now become an ongoing joke that the duo returned to WWE every few years for a pointless run, and it's becoming far too frequent. Triple H clearly
it
had
does
no
seem that way.
concrete plans for the two, yet it appears that the two remain on good terms with the company, as they made a number of cameos in the months since their WWE exit.
Yeah.
Number 4, Bo Dallas.
Oh boy.
Bo Dallas was one of the most underrated NXT champions of all time. His
Yeah.
character work was exceptional, and he was even able to bring a
Bo Leave. Y'all remember his Bo Leave run? Let me know if y'all remember that run.
lot of his talent to the main roster, with his run
then
alongside
he's
Curtis
part of
Axel and The Miz being a
Mr.
fan
Raj.
favorite. Dallas returned to WWE under Triple H to play the sinister Uncle Howdy persona. This character would work as a tribute to Dallas' brother, the late great Bray Wyatt. Yet something
in
about the
peace.
presentation just never clicked. Dallas would lead a group known as the Wyatt Six, and after an incredible TV debut, potentially the greatest debut of the modern era,
Facts. Facts, bro. This is one of, if not the greatest TV debut in the modern era, for sure. For sure. And the fall off is just, I mean, there's just no words.
WWE just got stuck in a rut when it came to their creative output for the stable. The
Yeah.
rivalries with the likes of the MFTs went on far, far too long, and WWE
that's what the
stopped putting
problem
effort
was.
into fleshing out their characters. When all members of the stable were released in 2026, fans were baffled, as the group could have been a big attraction for the company.
Yeah.
It was also seen as a major surprise, even by the group's members, that WWE decided to cut Dallas. Dallas was said to be insanely
Bro,
well liked.
I ain't gonna lie, when he was doing them little backstage things where it was going between him and Uncle Howdy, bro, he looked so much like Bray that it wasn't even funny. Like, obviously I know that they're brothers, but it was scary how much he looked like Bray when he was doing his little
Backstage in
stuff.
WWE, and even if the Uncle Howdy character wasn't working, it could have easily reverted to the Bo Dallas NXT persona.
Yeah.
Some fans in WWE have theorized that the run was just a complete sham, just so they could market the passing of Bray Wyatt. I wouldn't put it past them. Number 3,
I
Eric
wouldn't
Rowan.
say
A similar
I wouldn't say they were trying to mock it. I mean, yeah, you never know, but I wouldn't say they were trying to mock it. I feel like they were trying to maybe like pay tribute and like maybe try to fulfill the vision that he had for it, but it just didn't work out that way fully. I mean, it started off like it was going to, but it just didn't fully work
Similarly
out
to
that way.
Bo Dallas, Eric Rowan's WWE firing was a questionable call. Rowan was a reliable big man for the company, and during his initial run, he had high-profile programs with the likes of Roman Reigns and even wrestled The Rock at WrestleMania. The problem was that Rowan barely wrestled, and he basically just stood there doing nothing for over a year.
Yeah.
This was a complete waste of money and a complete waste of resources. Unfortunately, Triple H's trend of bringing back relatively big names and booking them to do nothing is a worrying trend, and it's still going on today with the 2026 roster. Number 2, Eric Young. One of Triple H's personal
EY.
favorite wrestlers was Eric Young. The two were said to have a close personal bond, so obviously the game wanted him back as soon as possible when he took over WWE Creative. It's unclear what Young's role was going to be, as some reports suggested that
Did y'all watch TNA when Eric Young was there? He was damn near like it was kind of like the Yes movement. Not as big, obviously, but like when he was in TNA, it's kind of like the Yes movement. Like he was an underdog. People were getting behind him. They wanted to see him win a big one. So if y'all did watch that TNA run whenever EY was over, let me know, bro.
He was going to wrestle, while some suggested that he was going to be a coach slash producer.
Decent run.
Nevertheless,
Decent run.
Young never returned to television, as the moment he caught wind that Vince McMahon was involved in the creative process yet again, he immediately asked for his release. The news was reported by Fightful Select, who
That's fair.
stated, Eric Young has a long and good relationship with Triple H, and WWE sources have long said that the door for Young to return is open. Triple H didn't want Eric Young to leave to begin with, but when Young found out Vince
Where would
McMahon
he
had
fit
become
in,
involved
though,
in
in
WWE
today's-
again years ago, he made the decision to ask for his release. And Young now
today's
finds himself
creative
as a
and
free agent, and it's
things
widely
like that.
believed that Triple H will once again try to bring him back into the fold. And number 1, Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Now, at one point in 2025, Karrion Kross was one of the most popular names on the main roster.
He was.
This occurred after Kross delivered a shoot promo during WrestleMania weekend, and of course, the fans instantly gravitated towards it.
Nah, facts. He was. Yo, come on, bro. We can't act like he wasn't over. We can't act like the fans were not behind after that promo. I don't know. I mean, I guess it was a shoot. You just never know. Because, like, sometimes they just be like, go out there and get it off your chest. And then sometimes it's just like, they just get it off their chest anyways.
The issue was that WWE had given Kross countless chances to get over upon his return to the company. He was booked in programs against the likes of Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Rey Mysterio, and all of these failed to deliver. Kross was
He'd have
even
to-
given his own stable, which did very little to garner interest.
Yeah.
Whilst WWE should have capitalized on Kross following the shoot promo, somewhat
Facts.
understandable why
Facts.
they were hesitant. Some fans, well, particularly those on X, were critical of Kross's work, and they didn't think that Kross's PLE matches with Sami Zayn delivered what was needed at the top level.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's pretty fair. But yeah, they should have definitely like done something there with the shoot. 100%. Yeah, I mean it sucks. I mean I remember like he had the I remember when he had the hourglass and he put it down in front of Roman during the bloodline, like peak bloodline.
But it's not all on
And it
Kross,
didn't
however, as WWE or
didn't
Triple
really
H
do
did massively botch his initial presentation. Kross looks set to feud with Roman Reigns over the world title,
there
yet
it
after a
is.
few weeks after his return, this storyline was dropped, and it was never
Yeah.
mentioned again. Some feel
Yeah,
like this was a
exactly.
sign that the run wasn't going to live up to expectations, and unfortunately, they were correct. But there you have it, folks. 10 of the worst Triple H WWE rehires. Be sure to leave your comments down below. We'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
All right, that was 10 of the worst Triple H WWE wrestler rehires by WrestleMania. Like I said, link to it in the description down below. Go see that for yourself. And yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. My fault for the for no stream on Friday and Monday. I did tell y'all though on Monday I was probably either gonna be late, like really late, or I was gonna not be able to do it. Just the way my schedule works, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the stream should be back, should be coming back. Football season's like right around the corner, so for all my people that have subscribed for football content, that's gonna be coming. You know what I'm saying? Seattle Seahawks kick off the season, so we're gonna be sure to get something done there. And Sunday night's main event is on the horizon as well, so yeah, we definitely got a stream for that for sure. But yeah, stream should be coming back. I'm just gonna say should be because you never know with life, you know what I'm saying. But God willing, the stream should be coming back. Football fans, we're gonna have the content. We're gonna be doing all the Seahawks games this season, win, lose, or draw. And yeah, so yeah, make sure y'all subscribe. Help us reach our goal of 500 subscribers. And I love you guys. Thank you all for the love and support. And I'll see you guys next time.